Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Our republic is growing, though not quickly enough, because we do need more people to work our various facilities so that we can improve our rate of export and thus start to pay off some of our loans and go beyond that. Let's speed things up a little bit. So one of the things that I'm thinking about doing in this episode is expanding a little bit on our town here, by putting in a few more facilities. There's a building fire. Let's just keep an eye on where that is. This should be more than easy to deal with. Excellent. That is good stuff. How many workers do we actually get here? Only about 16 is coming into there. That's okay. I think that should be manageable. Our standard is to have a quick look at this. So at the start of the last episode, it was 326, and now it is 306. And so really it seems to be dissipating at a round of about 20 tons an hour of gameplay. That's not, so we'll see how that ultimately turns out. But I do wonder whether this is going to get more and more concentrated construction waste so that we can actually do something with it. And this one is slowly growing. Now, this will need to be switched on again at some point. But one of the things that I thought I would do is I will end the vehicles that's on our route to import. So a list of my lines, I've got the hazard import. So what I want to do is just send all of them to where? I don't think they're needed there. Anyway, what we'll do is we will send all of them. Can we just send all of them there? Apparently you can just put it at the end of the route, but to be honest, I'd rather we just send it here. We can get rid of what's on it, right? It's selling the vehicle. Can we get rid of what is on it or not? Okay. We cannot. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this thing on, and we'll try and run through some of the waste that we have here. I'm going to micromanage it a little bit to get rid of these guys as they come in. So hopefully we'll have workers here that's going to start working, and then this guy can in fact unload. Yeah, here it comes. I'm not sure it's going to work. Oh, it's going to work. Excellent, he's unloading. You're loading up on that. Okay. So go and dump that. And to be honest, let's just do that then. Let's go to the set the line. Not set the line. Go to the line. And then at the end of that, you go to the depot. I think that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to make sure that nice and cleaned out. So just finish off your routing. This guy is generating power for us, so we're reducing our imports of power. But we'll see how that has to go. So this one will be dumping it there. Excellent. Yeah, burning a lot of hazardous waste. We can't actually check the pollution yet, I think. If we go and have a look at where would the pollution monitor be? There it is. We can build it. I kind of wonder if we should. It's not very expensive to build it. Kind of wondering if we should be building it. Will be powered there. The idea is really to figure out what our pollution actually looks like. Not bad at all, actually. Nothing to drop off there. That's good. Wow. We're actually going to have to repurpose one of these vehicles to go and dump more stuff. But we can kind of pause the construction as soon as we just get rid of these vehicles. No, please don't do that. Just go back there. Oh, sorry, not there. Let's go back there. Make a turn, go back. Should be able to get you to dump it off there. Really? We have no workers here. Come on, buddy. Just a little bit of... There we go. Excellent. Now you should be... Well, there's still plenty over there too. There we go. Get rid of your hazardous waste. You'll be able to get rid of your hazardous waste too. And slowly we'll get these guys out of the way. More hazardous waste. Oh, that's a separate one, is it? It's not actually on our route. No, but it's going to... Did they not stop? Hang on. Let's see. We should have vehicles parked here, right? Oh, yeah. It stopped. So presumably it will go. So where is that guy going? Hang on. Keep an eye on... This guy is going to fill up, but then he's going to go to Molsky. Oh, you know what? That is completely a different issue. That is our technical services vehicle. That's fine. Yeah, get back to the road vehicle depots. Okay, I think that is it. All related vehicles. Oh, one is on the way. Vehicle in the depot, moving on the line. I think that's about it now. Yeah, I don't think we're waiting, expecting any more. Yeah, it slowly does dissipate that over time. And then we'll just have to switch it off again. Yeah, this guy needs to be... Anyway, I think we're going to switch it off again as soon as we get rid of that. So let's just do that so we won't get any more guys to come and work over here. That's okay. We do need to move out some stuff there too. So power was being generated. Now we're probably going to see a bit of a lack of power for a while. Is that the case? I just generally don't understand how it works. But it seems, yeah, there we go. Here comes the electricity problems. I just open that up nice and wide so we can see. Doesn't seem to be an issue. Doesn't seem to be an issue. How are these guys going? Oh, they're holding on nicely. So our export should be pretty good. Yeah, look at those numbers there. I think we're doing a very reasonable job, even with some imports, vehicle imports. Did we buy vehicles in August? Yeah, probably did. And I can't remember what we did in the last episode. These are now built and ready for people to move in. And people are already moving in. Ooh, we've got people working here. Really? How? Anyway, that's okay. We'll keep building a little bit more. The idea is really that we... Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a nice big stack of workers. I like it. What's our research is still ongoing here. Research is still ongoing there. Yeah, one of the things we can probably also do is start looking a little bit at something like a hotel. Wouldn't mind that too much. None of these things actually have workers in them. So what I should probably do is see if we bring in some of these. Yeah, let's just get a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hopefully that will kind of give us a reasonable number of workers in each of these. Let me get one round of expensive people as well. Just someone who can come and work here as a doctor. Road connection? Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize I am missing out on a road connection here. Yeah, that's gonna have to do that, I'm assuming. Let's switch that off so we don't end up with doing more of that. But anyway, this should work and we should have our doctors in there. Excellent. So now everybody should be getting what they want and need. This should be able to get a workforce from this side as well. So let's grab ourselves a bit of a work access route here. So if we were to say, just run our access route like that, tie it in, and we'll quickly give that a build. And now at least everybody should have working access over here. That's good. That's very good. This is doing well. We're going to end that research in just a minute. We are making a reasonable amount of money at the moment. The end of August, we're back up to about 90,000 there. And our imports are super low. I'm going to have another look at what's happening with imports. Yeah, we had some vehicle and immigrant invitations, and we're still making a reasonable amount of money. Oh, I'm liking it. I am liking it. Got all of our vehicles there. These vehicles, we've got them there. So we can assign vehicles to do some other stuff, some of those waste vehicles. The research program has been finished. So it's this one here. So now that we've gone that, so pollution filter research, the initiation, and basic research of the ways how the pollution could be reduced via filters. Ideas, install special filters to factories to avoid pollution of the environment. So that's definitely something that I'm be very interested in. Plastics recycling. There's a variety of other recycling items that we have. Let's have a look at the fertilizer one. I think that's something that could be pretty useful. Phone tapping is easy as well. Study about influence of fertilizing to the field. And yeah, let's do that. If we can get that to be more, if we can get fertilizers to be more potent, it might be quite helpful to us. Okay, let's plan out and start the construction of some more buildings. Again, I'm going to try and keep things pretty similar. What did I use? I used these, right? Yeah. Let's grab one, two, and three in there. So that's going to give us a few more workers. Now, in terms of our little pathways, probably need to do a little something like this and then tie it in over there. That's okay. Similarly, we'll do, actually this one needs to, well, we'll just do that. Let's tie it in over there. Oh, that one's going in the wrong direction. Well, there's a path over here. We can just kind of see about doing this and that, and we'll get all of those paths in place. And then what we'll do is we'll say, we just suspended, you are suspended. They can go ahead and start construction on that one. So we'll just do a slow, continuous piece of construction here. These guys will not have their own garbage collection, so we'll probably need another road in here. Might just be a short section of road. Some facilities, we'll have a look. Power will become a problem, so we do need to start looking at expanding our power area there. This is still underway. This one was done. So now that we've got that, let's have a look at fancier hotels. So let's start the fancy hotel component here. Get that moving. Population is still growing. How is this going to be doing? Oh, actually, fairly reasonable in this area. And our government loyalty is coming up quite nicely. Quite nicely. Are we missing out pickup locations? Where does this guy get its garbage from? Can we see if that'll work? Let's do that. Build a little bit of that. See if that works. Oh, beautiful. I like it. Excellent. And now people will get there a little bit easier as well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Our park should be growing up here. And we have construction underway here as well, which is good. And slowly these should be filling with more and more people. I think this area is fairly comfortable for the time being. Oh, I can significantly reduce the amount of people that works there. and I can significantly reduce the amount of people that works there as well. Good. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. How's this going? Oh, I did. Let's let's have a quick look at. I can keep the game running. So if we have a look at last month, our imports was so low, guys. Meat, power, liquid fertilizer, a tiny bit of steel. That's interesting. And I think we have come over the hump where we're importing food. I think I've managed to fix that. We imported. Oh, yeah. These things that you're seeing here, the tiny amounts of steel and so on, is just based on something that we built. Yeah, so the rest is all good. Nice. So what's our situation with compost? We've got some mixed waste here. You wonder if someone is actually picking up the mixed waste for us. Let's move some of these trucks over. Well, I can only move in one, so let's just move one truck over here, please, and just clear off that line there. So at least we have an extra one, and hopefully we'll move our waste a little bit more effectively. This isn't going to be a very effective operation for a lot longer. And what I also want to come and have a look at is our water and the like over here. Has that been filled up? Yeah, and how much is that? We have no idea how much it is it? Just have no idea. And then this one slowly fills up. Okay, so now we've finished the research program. Let's have a quick look at, is there another piece of this synthetic fertilizer? Okay, so we can make our own synthetic fertilizers if that's the case. Let's do wiretapping, see if that helps us out. So the smaller stuff, let's just get a few more of these things done. Get some workers to come on over here. They are missing steel and prefabs at this stage. I'm assuming steel and prefabs will make its way down here. One thing that I want to do is we can probably start doing a little bit of this, really. Ooh, we need to keep accepting it. So let's do that, accept that. Do this one and accept it. I just want to make sure we don't have lots of conflicts here. I just want to make sure we're going to run this effectively, because there's a lot of traffic in this general location. And if we do that one over there, no. We do 2 and 4, and that one we can do that way. So something like that is what I'm after. And then similarly on this side, you can do the same thing there. Perfect. Yes, do you accept the changes? I've got to do that. There we go. So now this should have a much stronger traffic way of doing things, and vehicles should stop for one another. Chemicals have been brought in. Yeah, slowly we're doing things here. I do like this little square, and I do think we can do a little bit more with it. Now, definitely making reasonable amounts of money, even while we are constructing some stuff. And is this growing? This is in fact growing. So that makes me think that the next step is for us to start working on this. Now, this is going to be an expensive operation, but maybe if we build it ourselves, the expense is going to be a little bit less. So let's see. We would need... So if we were to give ourselves some piping here, right? We could pipe it directly, get ourselves another little section there. It uses oil. Oh, okay, so it's over here. So the issue is really... Yeah, this is... Yeah, we need more of that. Okay, maybe we start off with that instead. Okay, so we should have some oil. Get through these things really quickly. Okay, can I go here? What's the next piece for us? Now, at least Research 3 is moving along now. We can probably start looking at some of this stuff. That's pretty good. Pollution detector, and now we can put some filters in place. That might not be a bad idea. Acknowledge is to get to know who is loyal party members, so that's okay. probably need to do these and then start running down this section. Also, renewables could be of interest to us. And I do want to do the rest of this as well. I just want to do everything, to be honest. Synthetic fertilizer is not important just yet. Maybe television, but for the time being, I think we're doing okay. So let's go back. Let's go back and have a look at this one or that one. Semiconductors. Let's get semiconductors underway. Slowly get ourselves there. We're paused. Stop pausing it. Now, I think the next thing we want to do is add further oil to the mix here. So we've got, we can even have this powered. Does this have power available? Oh, plenty of power available there. Yeah. Okay, in terms of planning, right? How much does this power facility generate? So that power facility generates 1050 megawatts. So if we're saying 1050 divided by 60 gives us 17.5. So that's practically an 18 megawatt line. So I would like to probably do a little bit of 18 megawatt line in here. Okay, that's okay. But so that's fine. So if I could probably start looking at getting that researched. Or alternatively, if we put a 15 on there, might be sufficient, to be honest, and the other 3 megawatt can work around here, or we can run directly from here. Maybe that is something that we can look at. Okay, now let's go and plan out what this looks like. So we have a road coming up there. We don't want any of this stuff to be connected to anything. That is... we do like a 50% over here. And we do like a 50% over there. Oh, look at that guy. Let's flip it around. That's a pretty good one. And should get another 50% here, right? There we go. Okay, so we'll do one of those. Get another 50% in there, and then we'll get nothing reasonable. So let's pull this one out and try that again. We try that one more time. Flip it around. What's the best we can get? 63. Yeah, it seems 63 is the best. Well, so let's say, right, let's come and have a look over here. So this one is on a 60%, it generates 4.6 tons. This one is on a 50%, it generates 3 tons. So really, maximizing the number is probably more important. Okay, so let's do that. Let's maximize the number by adding this one in here at like maybe 40%. Put it around, get it up to about 40%. I think that's going to be reasonable. Okay, and then we can do another one at 40%, 41. Something like that. Perfect. So that's a pretty good number. We could even get something more in here. I don't think 10% is going to be quite worth our while. So that's pretty good. Now, we did end up finishing off some research. So let's go back in there and do some more. Air traffic study, advertisement campaign. That's okay. We don't need that just yet. Let's just get that underway. Not that that's going to do anything for us at the moment, but let's get it done. Let's close all of these out. Okay, so that gives us another 6 of them. That should be pretty good, actually. Now, we would like a pumping station. So if we go here and say, give me a pumping station, these are pretty good. How many can we squeeze onto it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, that's one too few, actually. So we'll have to do multiple ones. It's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, so let's do that. And flip this guy around. Actually, no. Let's go back the other direction. Do a little bit of this. That should be okay, though I don't want that to connect straight up. Okay, so if we do something like that, now we should have enough pumping stations to get it where we want it. And the question is... Okay, so if we go underground, some infrastructure is in the way. Oh, I see. Do that. There we go. I don't mind that at all. And then from this one, we will need another pumping station to go there anyway. Okay, let's go back above ground. This can be an overground one. Really? Oh, over there. Can be overground. We do need a little pathway. Let's just see where these guys are. That's okay. I don't mind them getting stuck. So let's start planning out. Excuse me, our little road connection up here. So the idea is really that we run that up there, and now, yeah, so we'll tie this one in. This path will need to run over here, like so. That's pretty good. And I think I'm gonna redo this one in the other direction. So that can tie in there, and that can tie in there. That's okay. This should all be well within the range of the fire station, which is exactly what I like to see. Okay, so let's demolish this one and rebuild it. And obviously we'll need to get rid of that section too. Okay, try that one more time. So happy to see our money the way it looks like at the moment. Really, can I not get my 50 back here? Thought I had 50. Honestly, I thought I had 50 here. We can't get better. We can't get better than 48. That's a bummer. Oh, we had 49 here. Wow. That's weird. I just saw 49. Where was 49? Come on. There. There we go. 49. There's a little slither in there, but that's okay. So that's fine. We're going to use that. Now let's get our road connection to go even beyond here. We can still actually get some gravel out of here if we wanted to. So that looks pretty good. So for the most part, I'm going to use above ground piping. Don't pause it. Get this to go. That's looking pretty good. We are making reasonable amounts of money now, and so hopefully we'll be able to fix our debt situation fairly soon. So if we want to build an overground pipe connection, probably... So what we'll need to do, I was thinking, this could look pretty cool. We'll do that. Then we go underground. And then we go overground again. All right. Oh, and we'll have to do it again over here. Yeah, that's okay there. And we'll go underground. Oh, we may as well just tie that one in. That seems pretty reasonable. Similarly, we'll tie this one up there. Oh, yeah, we can. No, probably... You wonder... We do that, and then we go... Oh, yeah. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, this one will probably run its own path. That one... actually... Let's do this. Let's make it... Oh, okay, we're building all of this stuff. Is it okay to build all of this stuff? Yeah, it's probably okay. Yeah, let's just do it. The quicker we get there, the better. I actually like what I'm doing here. It's going to look pretty cool, actually. And then we just want to go underground from there and have a look at that. Yeah, that's okay. At least it looks nice and uniform at the top there. That's okay. That's not going to bother me a lot. Now, the question is, do we run this pipe in there too? Yeah, I think we will. It's going to look a little bit better than your normal run-of-the-mill piping situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to go underground. Really? I can't connect to it? Can I connect it there? Why? Is my snapping? What's going on here? Okay, let's try this again. Something was funny there. But if we were to just run it like this. Okay, and now we should be able to... There we go. Here we go, that works. We'll run it alongside there. Nice, this is looking awesome. And then what we'll do is we'll go underground again. And this one just goes in there. So again, it's going to do a bit of a loop there. But I think that looks awesome. I like it. Let's activate. Wow, there's a fair bit of construction in that. Going to cost us a bit to get that done. And we can, of course, speed things up a little bit here if we wanted to. If we think we're in a reasonable position. Look at our exports now. And our imports is going up a little bit, but I think that's construction imports, to be honest. Did we finish off this building? We have finished it off. How is this growing? Our population is growing, but pretty slow, to be honest. This guy has everything he needs, right? Yeah, pretty good. Can't actually get to the bus stop, though. So we may have to look at how we can even... Well, that's a bit of a loop there. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we do that. What was going on here? That stopped and that concluded. Okay, so let's get the next research underway. That's quite important. Well, maybe not as important as the other pieces. This is almost done. Actually, we can up that a bit more. Excellent. So yeah, get that done. That will then slowly run more oil in here. So we're definitely generating more of it. And I don't think... At the end of October, we'll have another quick look at our imports and what that looks like. What did I... Oh, this is just the size of the town here. And here, I definitely want a bit of extra room for what we have. Yeah, slowly. That's going to cost us a fair bit. Oh, look at that. 100,000 in exports. I like it. No foreign manpower, no vehicle imports. We're just making very good amounts of money in terms of our exports. So our money is stabilized even during construction, which is brilliant. It's an enormously good place to be. This is going to be very costly to build, especially this guy. But once we've got that in place, we can start exporting power and... Yeah, absolutely. And getting our own power. And then I think the idea would be to export power from here. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch this thing back on again. Anytime now. How's this looking? 295. Yeah, about, 10. It's about halfway through. Half an hour, 10. Yeah, that's good. Now, so that'll do. That's our own hazardous waste that we can burn over here. Slowly we can start switching the rest of this on. We can then maybe start looking at doing a little bit better with regards to our other bits and pieces. Food is holding, and I think our food imports is definitely not a big deal anymore. We have plenty of food and the likes in here. And maybe up the amount of electronics we're importing just so that we don't run out. And the other piece that would be of interest is to start setting up meat. So I wouldn't mind doing that. How many prisoners do we have now? It's okay. And I think using it in an organization or in an area like this is probably good enough. That'll just fill it up with wood a bit more. Only 5 there now. Do wonder, I can't really recognize whether we're seeing much in terms of replantings. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of replanting going on. That's good. So hopefully this thing can hold this area for quite a while. It's kind of what I'm planning. Can expand our gravel should we need to. This guy's coming in from there. That's okay. Everybody should have fuel and the likes. God, wow, we're getting a fair bit of construction going, even with the money going up. Okay, let's pause it for a second. Actually, we don't have to pause it. I keep wanting to pause it. Now, let's have a look. So last month, look at that. 129,000 rubles in terms of exports. And our imports are pretty high. So look at that. Clothing, 50,000. Bitumen, 37,000. Fuel, 26,000. And we can do more with fuel and alcohol. I'm pretty sure we can. But look at this. These numbers are absolutely enormous. I'm loving it. So if we go back and we have a look at the import side of things, steel, yes, we're doing construction. We're importing chemicals, we're importing electronics, and we're importing meat. Meat is something that I think we can fairly easily stop importing. Fertilizers is an absolute must for us. Really, the big thing is steel, but steel is such a massive drain on the resources that no idea whether that's really a good thing to be looking at. Now, one of the things we missed out on here is we don't have this area powered. We don't actually need anything beyond power here. So let's just get our power distribution in place here. So we would like a little electric substation to power all of this stuff. And I think that spot there is actually a pretty reasonable point. Move it up there a little bit there, that way. There we go. Let's do that. We'll get that underway. What I will do is I might buy these with some labor. Ooh. We have a big import happening at the moment, but I'm so happy with where our finances is at. We should be in a position where we can start repaying some of our loans. And then, wow, then we'd be enormously, it'll look really well for us. I think the next one needs to go up here. Yeah, I'm going to certainly do... We could run a cable, an above ground cable instead. We could run this guy. Or even that guy. Yeah, maybe we do that. Let's go above and we'll just see. Okay, and now I think we'll just run that straight up here. We'll do that, and what I'll do is I'll pay for this, and similarly I'll pay for that, so we at least get this guy to start pumping its oil, even though this still needs to be built. Still a lot of stuff that needs to be built before that'll actually hold up. But yeah, it's looking good. Now, one of the things that I want to definitely do here is put some proper gates and stuff in here, so we make this oil field look like it's a reasonable oil field, a well-protected oil field. We need to leave a little bit of room here for our secondary road. So What I will do is let's do that and that as a bit of an indication for where our road will be. And then the next thing I would like us to do is actually leave a little bit more room there. Actually, let's make it 2. And then I want to plan out a little bit of rail. So if we go and say build a wooden rail, we can't actually get it to operate the way we would like it to operate. So if we do that and we say, okay, that's our second track right there. It's kind of the plan. And we'll see how that looks. So this is kind of the idea. So what we'll do is we'll leave a little bit of room and we'll run our rail through here. So it might be pretty close, but it doesn't have to be perfect all the way through. So that's just the general gist of it. What I will do is I'll actually say build it. So we have all of that in place. So now that I know that, we can remove the pieces that's not actually a big deal. That's how our infrastructure is going to look. That's going to give us a little bit of room through here. Now the idea will ultimately be that these containers will be able to load the rail in this area as well. So that's a bit of planning for our future selves here. Our money is still looking pretty good. Yeah, a little bit of foreign manpower has been exerted in terms of getting this moving. Just want to remain a little bit more cautious with how we spend that money. So in terms of our ruble loans, we can... we're not far off from consolidating those 2 loans. We are not far off. So we can... To be honest, we can almost repay one of them. Okay, well, let's hold on to that for a little bit more, and we'll do that. Let's double check our research quickly. Go over here. So now that this research is done, the next thing I want to do is this fatigue of steel materials. I think that's going to be important. So let's make a start on that. Up the number of people doing that work. Over here, we've done some stuff. So I think let's just do an air traffic study. That might be useful to have in place. Yeah, so this is basically our infrastructure backbone. With power on the one side, rail on the other side, and a road in the middle, gives us access to all of our areas pretty easily and effectively. So that's pretty good. So that's the planning there. The planning of this, I don't think we need to expand upon it just yet. We're still growing our people a lot. We don't have... Okay, so what I want to do is build a bit of an extra road in here. So if I have a look at that, so what does our spacing look like? Yeah, it's actually pretty well spaced in that sense. I'll move it a little bit further away. Oh, and you know what I'm going to do here? Let's leave that there, and I'm going to do the one-way road and do a little cul-de-sac here. How about that? You like that? Tell me what you think about that. Oh, it's probably a bit overkill. I should probably just put a building in here instead. I do like the idea of the little cul-de-sac there, though. Let's not do that. I like that idea. It's really cool. Let's trim it back. Let's trim this back a little bit, and we can make a start on that. See about getting that road built. We do need to then maybe get even another building here somewhere, and then some garbage collection. Maybe garbage collection there, or 2 buildings there. Something like that could be useful. Okay, good stuff. Our money is holding on so nicely, and I am really thrilled with that progress here. These things are nice and built. Cannot export anymore. I'm assuming this is our standard. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bit of a bummer. Okay, so go back to that location for us. Oh, it wasn't even necessary, I think. Yeah, but that's a bit of a bummer there if we keep having some issues with that. We are out of steel. But that's okay. I think slowing our steel imports is actually good for us at the moment. And so we don't have to worry too much. This is actually now getting water as well. It didn't have water, but now it has water from the infrastructure that we built here with our facilities. Kind of slowly getting everything done here. How's this going? Oh, filling up nicely. But still a slow process. But yeah, our population is growing really well. Who's unhappy? Crime is being a little bit of a bummer. Seems to be the biggest reason, really. Government loyalty is coming along really nicely. So with crime being a bit of a bummer, what's happening here? We're doing everything we need to do about crime, unless what we're saying is crime over here is becoming a bit of an issue. No, it doesn't seem to be the case. How is this going? Oh, this is beautiful. We're constantly exporting. So the quicker these trucks can move, the better we have it. This month, because we probably didn't do much in the line of clothing exports, but still, at the end of November, I just want to see, I think that might be, we might still have been losing money, because I think we need about 50,000 in terms of our loan repayments. So I'll have a quick look at that in just a minute. At the end of the month, I'll have a quick look at what our loan repayments looks like. What is this looking at? Oh, beautiful. This is all filling up so nicely. Our area distribution is not actually distributing, meaning that we are fully compliant with our local requirements. This guy's filling up. This should do more. We need more workers to come in here. Yeah, we just need way more workers. Let's have a look at what our numbers of workers look like in this area. Yeah. It's a reasonable amount available for that bus to pick up. But yeah, it's not a consistent supply of many workers, right? We would like to see a bit more people around. Okay, end of the month. Let's have a look at last month's exports. Again, 90,000. Some clothing, not the bulk that we did the previous round, but everything else is looking pretty good. Even food and alcohol. We can up this number. We can certainly export a lot more of that. And maybe that's something that we should be looking at. And then if we go back and we look at our imports was heavy. Heavy from a steel perspective. The rest is really just normal, right? Mechanical components is something that we could potentially build ourselves, but it's just more industries that's going to cost us workers, which we don't have at this stage. So I'm not going to rush into that. I think our stuff looks good, to be honest. Oh, and the other thing that I wanted to just double check. We go to last month. We were making money regardless. So 26,000 even after we paid the 53,000. Is that correct? Shouldn't have been. No, we should have lost money, right? So that plus that gives us more than 100. So we should have lost money. I'm not always sure what the situation with this is. What happened here? Let's have a look. Research, fires. Okay, close that down. Let's have a look at our research. Okay, we can definitely do advanced engineering, steel cables, or pipeline pressure. What does pipeline pressure do? Liquid resources will allow longer pipelines to be built. Oh, well, we don't need that just yet, but certainly seems to be a reasonable one. Let's get the tension cables, because I think that'll give us the 18 megawatt. I don't keep going back to it all the time. But yeah, I think our money is looking good. If we can, we're slowly getting all of this stuff built, right? It requires a lot of steel. That's why it's kind of a little slow. What's it looking like over here? A fair bit of hazardous waste available. Not a full load yet. It's been built. There's a few other things that's currently being built here. Yeah, it's good. Is this under construction? Yeah, I think there's a lot of steel going to various pipes and the likes. Our money is holding, and that's the thing that I'm most happy about. Our money is holding. Yeah, we've got a bunch of steel running. This is down to 290. Yeah, it's slow going, guys. It's slow going. This is... Yeah, so we do need to... Yeah, we do need to run this again. Okay. What I will do... Ooh, that vehicle is in pretty sorry shape. Ah, actually, let's have a look at that then. Hang on. So if this isn't, oh, maybe it's not within the range. Hang on. Let's have a look. So this guy has got a range. It's not within the range. Can we make it a little higher? Aha. So these vehicles parking over here, can I just say, allowing repair is not going to happen. We need, so these vehicles here is probably pretty poor. Okay, let's have a quick look at our lists. So we can do a list of vehicles, right? A list of vehicles, and I would like to see show wear and tear, and I would like to see the wear and tear number. So we've got at least a few of them that that's struggling a little bit. So I think these, food area master distribution. I don't think that's this, is it? Could be. But anyway, what we'll need to do is just move some of these vehicles over. The rest should be fixed themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slowly say, guys, you, instead of doing this, can you please go and park here and get repaired? And similarly with the others. So he's going to go and run around. Oh, I'm missing a vehicle here. I could export more if I had another vehicle. Well, buy one straight away. Show all covered holes. Total capacity. So it's just another one of these. So just buy another one of those and start the exports. You are in need of repair, so I will move you over there. Once it's there, I can bring it back. Like, it's not the end of the world. And you are in need of repair. Yes, you are. So I will move you there also. Once these guys arrive, they should get fixed. And then what I'm also still back to the list. Back to the wear and tear. So those have been moved. The Mosky Road Vehicle Depot. So they have been moved. And then this guy is now all of a sudden in need of something. You've got nothing on board. So let's move you over there as well. So hopefully they will all quickly get fixed. And we should be fine. So to Mosky Road Vehicle Depot. And then the rest should be fine. The rest should be fine. We just need to micromanage this a little bit because it's slightly out of range and it's not something that I borne in mind, but probably should in the future. Prime is just a minor implication at the moment. Ooh. That's not looking very healthy to us just yet, but I'm sure we will get better at it. Now, if we wanted to do our own meat, would we do it where? Let's have a quick look. So meat would be from a livestock farm. Yeah, so. We could maybe do that. There we go. That could work, though it would not have access to water here. We won't be able to do it on this side. But we could squeeze it in over there, right? So if we were to be a little bit sneaky about it, if we were to say, put that in there, we could do livestock directly from those, which is great. And then the next step is we don't have to store livestock. We can then just go straight into the slaughterhouse. And that should be able to get that in here. Interesting. So that's a bit of a plan there. We will need our very own water facilities for this, but that could actually work quite nicely. So we can get our own meat, and then from there we probably need a little bit of a meat storage, which we're not going to have in this location. So unless we have a bit of a look at maybe some other modded facilities, we'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, slow and steady, lots of planning, infrastructure planning, oil expansions, certainly getting our money up there and working our way towards a better financial situation and paying off our loans probably. So we're at the point where we're still a little bit away from being able to pay off that smaller amount. I wouldn't mind paying that off. it would look very good. And then what we could do is we could actually take out a separate loan, pay off that one. Yeah, that would actually be really good for us. That's not something I'm worried about. We did finish some research, so let's just clear all of those out. There we go. Get our next line of research going. Yes, there we go. 18 megawatt heavy wires. So let's get those running. And over here, we would like international air traffic rules. Fire helicopter. Ooh, let's get that going. Okay, let's make sure to keep that moving. Our money is dropping down a little bit now. Our construction activity is enormous, right? And that's part of what is causing this. This is a very costly build that we're doing over here, but we're managing it. We are managing it. Our exports is holding. And so ultimately we can move over to some meat as well. If we do have a look, let's have a quick look at our modded facilities for livestock. We've got a livestock farm here, which is not going to fit. Right, so that's the one. And then the other one that we could have a look at is a slaughterhouse. And I'm assuming that won't fit either, unless we do some rework over here. We have not done a demolition yet, which is something that I might be interested in the future. So what is this actually? This livestock farm or the slaughterhouse? What is its cold storage? Oh, it's too small. It's not useful as is, because that's too small. That's just way too small. We will need to do better than that. Let's see if there's any other options on that slaughterhouse. This is the only one that's going to work here unless we really make a change. Now, we don't necessarily need this guy. So it's something to bear in mind. But let's have a look. So if we were to say the slaughterhouse, yeah, unfortunately, the way that is set up, we will have to squeeze it, but even that's not going to work. Yeah, there's a few roads in the way. There's a few roads in the way, so I'm not sure that's going to work for us. But we'll come back, relook at that in the next episode. For the time being, I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you're enjoying it, please hit that like button. We're very close to getting this one done. It is being rolled at the moment. I love it. Love building our own stuff. And we are building more and more of it, which is good. Just need to bear in mind that is also costing us a bit in terms of our workers. But workers are way more available these days, and I like it, which means everything's going to spin up a little bit more. So if we come in over here, just have a look at this. Look at this guy. Yeah, way more workers in there, so we're going to see more clothing being produced. Now, this is probably full. So yes, we need to switch this guy on. Let's switch it on. So I'll get some workers coming in here, and the final thing I'll do is have these been repaired? Oh, excellent. So let's send them back to where they belong. So all of these guys, let's just tap them all up. That's going to be our last action. Love it. Well and truly repaired. Back to new. Just get out of that, and let's just have a look. How many do we need here? We need 2 vehicles on this one. So please make your way in there. Get you out of here. Make your way in there. Get you out of there. That's part of probably why we're struggling a little bit. And then this guy needs 1. So who did I take? Ooh. Do I have I'll have a look to see if there's another distribution office that I'm missing. Get you over there. Okay. So where did I take a vehicle from? That's a bit of a bummer. I need to be a little bit more cautious about that, because now I'm missing something. Unless I had a vehicle on a line. None of them have. Well, I've moved them all around yet. Okay, so let's grab this guy, clear that line, and say, come in here, pick up mixed waste, wait until loaded, and then go and drop it off over there. There we go. Just something like that. Just say, make a start on that journey for us. Make space. There we go. This is, slowly getting rid of it. And is that giving us a higher concentration? Not really. But definitely our ash numbers are getting lower. So we will have to process this stuff. And that's probably something we'll have to have a bit of a look at in the next episode with maybe the meat stuff. But I'm not convinced yet. We might just build that and run it through. Alternatively, what we could do is we could do a livestock range here. So, sorry, I'm getting distracted yet again. We could do this here. So we move livestock instead of moving crops, which might be better, might be easier to do that. So actually, let's place that in there and see about getting that connected up and that connected up. There we go. So something like that. Forget about activating it just yet. And then maybe we can just, because we will need some workers. Ooh, we won't have workers here. And then we can do some food or meat production somewhere in this location. Yeah, actually, it won't be too bad to get something maybe in this area. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. This guy is busy doing its thing. I think it should be all good, really. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. If you have your comments, leave them down below. I always go through all of them to make sure that I haven't missed anything, because you guys do pick up stuff that I miss constantly. It happens all the time. But anyway, all looking good. And even our oil construction here is probably not too far from being completed. I might throw in a bit of money in here so that we can fill this up, and then we can see about building our new power facility and how that would then work going forward. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.